want a slice. Got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look, I got everything I said I was gonna get on my kid. In addition to that fact, I went legit. I'm the now.
It's never easy to win on the road in the NBA, and by the look in the eyes of the Orlando Magic players, they know they've got a job ahead of them. And the game arrivals, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Orlando Magic. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed in letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. We don't see this very often, Clark, but tonight, two teams that really thrive in the half court.
Yeah, and you know, they can get up and down, and we'll see them do that some, but they much prefer, Kevin, simply to grind it out.
A look at the Magic starting group. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for the Nets, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Durant is out there with Allen, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Tip-off goes to Orlando. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Now here's Isaac. Guarded by KD. No good from Ross. It's stolen by Vucevic. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Lob pass to Gordon. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Irving. And he drops it in from the low post.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And it's Orlando's ball. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And they lost the season series against his squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and two mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
And KD throws it down.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
And here's Fultz. Last game, 26 points. Passes it to Ross. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Vucevic. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Boy, you look at Vucevic right there. That's clearly a shot that he's worked on. The proof is in the pudding.
Irving surveying the floor. Pass to KD. Shoots over Isaac. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Fultz, no good. Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. KD passes to Irving. Here's Jordan. He's guarded by Ross. Over Gordon. Again, the Nets for 2.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. And Durant, here we go. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now, here's Isaac. The 19-foot shot. No good from Ross.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Irving finds LeVert. Back to Irving. Durant feeling it out a bit. They get it back, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Fultz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Ross passes to Fultz. Shot to stop the run, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Lobbed up there for KD. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides. For Durant. Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Outside Irving. Second chance effort, and the shot is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Magic trail by 13. Now Fultz, still looking for his first bucket in this one. LeVert against Ross. The Magic again can hit. The Nets have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. It's LeVert on the wing. Here's Irving. He had 16 points in the win against Indiana.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
Just a minute ago, you and I were talking about the challenges these players face early on in a new season.
Yeah, you know, timing is usually not quite 100%. Chemistry continues to be something you're trying to work out. Usually you're pretty healthy in the early part of the season, but as the season goes on now, you've got familiarity and comfort with each other, but sometimes the injuries pile up.
And Clark establishing those routines you'll use throughout the regular year, correct?
That's important because it is a long season, as you well know.
Look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. DeAndre Jordan third.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Gordon, inside. Vucevic. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Irving. That one doesn't drop. Fultz with the ball. Excellent D there from Allen.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
The Magic trail by 16. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Fultz after the made shot from KD. Now here's Fultz. He can't get it to go. Good D by Irving.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Down low. Here's Gordon. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Nets leading by 20. Passes it to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Allen's shot is off. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the paint. Here's Vucevic, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Now here's Allen. Jordan trying to free himself up. Allen, that's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Fultz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The pass to Vucevic. Here's Gordon. And it's sent back by Allen.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Fultz. And here is Ross. In the corner, it's Gordon. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Man, I like seeing Gordon stretch his range a little bit. I mean, the three-point shot is still a work in progress for him, but I think he's only going to get better the more experience he gets shooting it from there.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Count that one. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, I like seeing Gordon work on that jump shot of his. He's going to need to knock it down consistently at his position to be one of the best in the league. You know, the Brooklyn Nets last season more than doubling their win total from 2 years prior. Great improvement. A surprise playoff team in the East for sure.
The shot's good from Irving.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Pass to Isaac. Ross against LeVert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jarrett Allen.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
And the attendance numbers can lag behind for a breakout team, Clark. Last season, the Nets, for instance, ranked last in the NBA.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a little bit, guys, before you catch up. The winning leading to fans. After the 2019 playoff run, I think they're going to see more people in the seats for sure.
That free throw good from Ross. Some changes for Brooklyn. Prince is checked in for Jarrett Allen. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Howard's checked in for Vucevic. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Gordon. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Isaac. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And both free throws good for Ross. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
Here's Fournier. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Now, you can't sleep on the athleticism of Fournier. I mean, this guy knows how to finish, and his dunks are done with style.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Prince. He kicks it to KD. Up and no good. Brings his field goal percentage down to 70% in 10 shots. Aminu with the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. Jordan against Howard. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. Durant with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ross finds Fournier. Now Aminu. Back to Fournier. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Prince. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Ross on the wing. Rebounded by the Nets. They defeated Indiana in their last.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Orlando with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Howard dishes to Aminu. Outside Fournier. Here's Ross. And that one drops for him.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Nets leading by 19 points. Durant kicks to Dinwiddie. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Harris looking it over. A 3-ball. Let's keep it alive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 17.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. Just got to marvel at his greatness.
For 3, Ross, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we'll be right back after this. And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we can play big, we can play small, we can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like who we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. Wilson Chandler out there with Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. Now here's Ross. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Now here's Prince. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Basket good. 6 points for Prince. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
And the first one drops. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, it's all about being confident from there for Spencer Dinwiddie, a capable threat from distance now.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Ross against Chandler, down to 5 on the shot clock. Can they get it? No good from Ross.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Harris, right side. Prince outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Howard. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Ross. Three-pointer. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Brooklyn. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Prince kicks to Jordan. And here's Harris from the arc. That one doesn't go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Passes to Howard. Ross. Dinwiddie covering. Here is Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Chandler. Lobs it up for Jordan. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
A dependable passer. Chandler doesn't just look to score. I mean, he's also good at finding his open teammate.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Fournier passes to Bamba. Here's Ross. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
The first free throw is good.
You know, the Magic last year, they hired Steve Clifford as head coach. He's known for his defensive systems, and they allow the 5th fewest points in the league, and they're 6th in block shots. So defense clearly much improved for them.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen's checked in for Jordan, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harris. And both free throws good for Ross. And the Magic also had the personnel to have a great defense.
You know, you really have to have athleticism and length to be a really good defensive team, and then the willingness to play at that end of the floor. Clifford inherited a roster with that kind of makeup. Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Fournier passes to Isaac. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Free throw good, Gordon.
You know, you talk about the explosive athletes in the NBA, the most explosive athletes. I would think Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, this guy has great feet, tremendous speed, and he puts both to use on both ends of the floor.
Fultz, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the athleticism is obvious for Gordon, but he continues, Clark, to still work on his skill game.
I love the fact that he's continuing to improve. He's grown as a shooter and a playmaker. He's always been a pretty good ball handler and passer. We really forget how young he is, man. This guy still has a lot of room to grow.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Dinwiddie against Fournier. Buries it from three-point range. Fournier's got 5 now.
And, you know, when it comes to carving up the defense, Fournier, very clever, especially in the pick and roll, where they don't have any idea what to do with it.
Dinwiddie finds Irving over Fultz. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside Fournier. To the middle, Dinwiddie with the steal. Outside Prince. It's rebounded by Fultz. The Magic have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Down low, here's Vucevic. Doesn't go that time. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to Miami.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Levert's checked in for Prince. Dinwiddie up top, guarded by Fultz. Pass to Irving. Shoots over Fournier, and too long on the shot. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Isaac. The shot missing. Chandler with the defensive effort. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. And that'll be his third foul so far. Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Well, Orlando shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Passes it to Fultz. Now here's Vucevic. Fournier with the ball. 8 points his last outing. That one drops for him. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Now here's Dinwiddie. And there's the pass to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's the Magic with the ball. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Pass to Gordon for 3. Here's Vucevic. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Vucevic has got 5.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. It's good on the putback. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Vucevic down low, working on Allen. Vucevic with the bucket.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Now, here is Irving, guarded by Fultz. Irving passes to Durant. From outside, off the mark. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Pass to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And it's 9 points for Evan Fournier.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Outside, KD. Over Gordon. That doesn't go either for KD. And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Elbow shot. Fultz, no good. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jarrett Allen. A very nice season for him last year. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Dinwiddie against Fournier. Dinwiddie dishes to KD. And it's sent back by Isaac. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Dinwiddie up top. Shot clock at 5. It's Levert on the wing. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Man, I like the quick catch and release from Fultz. A confident shooter who's ready to fire as soon as he catches it.
Irving kicks to Levert. Unloads from 13. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Outside Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. A floater, and it's laid in by Fultz. Fultz has got 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to LeVert. To the paint. Here's Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Fournier against Durant. Now the feed to Gordon. Dinwiddie with the steal. Outside, KD. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Durant's got 19 points.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. Isaac. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gordon against KD. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Yeah, we saw what Durant can give you. Dead-eye shooting, off the catch, off the dribble, and in the post. And defensively, with the long arms, he seems to be in the right position to make some kind of impact.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
You know, after a drought of 6 years, the Magic made the playoffs last season. Won 4 straight at the end to grab the 7th seed.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. Here's Vucevic following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Outside Gordon. The dish to Fultz. Three-pointer on the way. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Mark, you look at Orlando's breakout season. They won 42 games after winning just 25 the season before.
And you look at the roster, lots of length, and you really have to love their young nucleus. A lot of good players that are getting better. I think these guys are really just scratching the surface of their potential.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now the pass to Durant. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Ross passes to Isaac. Kicks it to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Pass to Fultz. There's the 3. The rebound by the Nets. KD's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Irving with a clean look. Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Now here's Ross. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Now here's Fultz, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. Over Durant, and Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Fultz. And that's now 9 points for Vucevic.
You look at the mid-range area of the court, definitely in Vucevic's game, clearly. He's an outstanding shooting center.
And finished off by Fultz.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Isaac with the ball. KD's on him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, this guy packs a nice skill set, Jonathan Isaac. A slender big man who has nice range and is a superb defender already.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Clark, who are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position?
Well, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bogan Bogdanovic, outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, the young fellow down in Atlanta. Those 3 guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
Second free throw, no good. The 6th pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
Now here's Prince. 8 points for him. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now here's Fultz, covered by Irving. Fultz, the pass to Howard. Over Chandler. Nails the baby hook. Howard's got his first basket of the night.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
Harris outside. Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
How about that wonderful floater he has? Showing off an exquisite touch.
Isaac with the ball. Chandler on him. Nice D from Chandler. Nets leading by 17. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Jordan. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Now here's Fultz. Guarded closely. And no good.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now here's Fultz. 7 points in the game. Over in the corner, Isaac. No good on the 3. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Now here's Ross. He's got 6. And here is Howard. He kicks to Fultz. Chandler comes with the double team. Back to Howard. Orlando moving the ball around. Aminu misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And here's Fultz after Taurean Prince hitting the 3. Passes it to Howard. Now here's Isaac, guarded by Prince. To halt the run, and it's blocked by Jordan. From 11 feet away, and the jumper is good. Prince has got 15 points. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. Fournier comes in for Ross. Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. Feeds it to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 7th assist in the game.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Nets.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now here's Fultz. He has 7. And the pass to Fournier. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Here's Bamba. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Harris. Dinwiddie against Fournier. And here's Prince outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Aminu grabs the miss. Orlando's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. They get the rebound. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Opts it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Now here's Fultz. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Fournier, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 13 points for Evan Fournier.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And Fournier over to help. To the inside, Harris. And the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Fournier's shot is off. And for the Nets, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Dinwiddie showing you some of that strength, excelling at taking the hit and working his way through it.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
Here now is Dinwiddie, following Evan Fournier's three. Prince dishes to Harris. Puts up a three, hits it from three-point range. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Harris shows great competitiveness in answering the opponent's three with the payback three of his own.
Fultz with the ball, defended by Dinwiddie. Shoots it. Aminu with the bucket.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Now Harris. He's got 5. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Howard kicks to Fultz. Back to Howard. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. That shot no good. Prince with the defensive effort.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this. Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Now here's Fultz. 7 points in the game.
Aminu.
And Dinwiddie over to help. Goes back up. And Howard finishes it off.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Fournier against Harris. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. He can't get that one. And so it's Brooklyn out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie, also Garrett Temple out there, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist here tonight. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. And he banks in the layup.
You know, it's obvious and easy to talk about Augustine's speed. He's a speed merchant, but how about his creativity there?
Pass to Karuch. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Magic. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played, and it's a one-do missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's a one-do. Fires the 3. Karuch grabs the board. Releases. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Carter Williams kicks to a one-do. Carter Williams finds Augustine. And it's off from three-point range. Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Karuch passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Temple. The shot, no good. The Magic shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Carter Williams. He can't hit that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Karuch. Okeke grabs the miss. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Carter Williams. And that's going to be a treble.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And the Magic making a change here as well. Vucevic is checked in. Irving against Augustine. Irving kicks to Nwaba. Dishes to Temple. Shoots over Carter Williams. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Okeke. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's a 1-2. And the shot is long. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Carter Williams with it. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Here's Temple, the Magic getting the bucket. Over Carter Williams, and again it's Brooklyn converting. Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Augustine passes to a 1-2. Passes it to Carter Williams. Rebounded by Temple. Nets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Mwaba. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we see the league-wide move discouraging mid-range shots. The Nets definitely among that group.
Yeah, and it's borne out here in that last season they took the 3rd fewest mid-range shots and allowed the 2nd most. So the analytics message taking real strong hold in Brooklyn.
That free throw, no good.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
And he's good on the second.
You know, as good as the Magic were defensively last year, they were just as challenged offensively. Struggled a bit at that end of the floor. Only 24th in the league in points.
Now here is Augustine. Inside. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Karuch. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And to be fair, Clark, the Magic offense has struggled for about a decade now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, you think about some of the outstanding players they've had in the past, Dwight Howard and Vince Carter. Their impact of that quality offensively just wasn't ever really replaced.
Here's Temple after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Here's Temple, guarded by Augustine. Temple can't get it to go.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, you look at the defensive metrics for Nikola Vucevic lately, very good. And yet, he's been considered a liability at that end. So, in your opinion, which is it?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think it's a blend, quite honestly. The analytics say one thing, but in this day and age, the way the game is played, big centers are typically challenged from a mobility standpoint, especially trying to defend fleet-footed perimeter guys in pick-and-roll situations and in space.
Take a break.
To Vucevic's credit, he's worked hard at becoming better, trying to be a better rim protector and recognize where he needs to be early on with anticipation. So he's making progress, but it's a blend in my mind.
The free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old-school post game He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. And Clark, as Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc, it's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
Here's Temple. There's the pass to Claxton. Kicks to Irving. Over Augustine. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, once Irving finds that groove, it's really just fun to watch him go to work. Just no fear, will take any shot out there on the floor.
Okeke, no good. Lynette shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Claxton, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Vucevic, and it's blocked. Here's Temple. Carter Williams covering. Pass to Irving. Pass to Claxton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Vucevic. But the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
And the Magic making a change here. Bamba's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Okeke, second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Okeke's got his first bucket of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Irving against Augustine. Passes to Karuch. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Here's Okeke. It's tipped. Outside Irving. Yep, that one goes in there. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now here is Augustine. Ball stolen. Here's Temple. The pass to Claxton. And it's good, 2 points. Claxton's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Augustine, drilled from 11 feet out.
And I think this is an area where Augustine is deadly, a high percentage mid-range shooter.
Augustine with the steal, and Augustine with a clear path to the hoop. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Now, here is Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 28 points for the game.
And Irving is so fast on the drive. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes nicely around the rim.
Pass to Augustine. Fires from deep. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Irving. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 30.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Here's a one-do following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, Augustine, when he's attacking, playing downhill, trying to score, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense and puts him in a tough spot guarding.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Augustine.
You know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
Both free throws good from Augustine. Now, here is Irving. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
So it's Brooklyn now.
Well, it's pretty clear the length of Carter Williams is what helps him cover so much ground on offense and defense. I mean, I think he does an outstanding job contesting shooters as they get into their shot motion.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in, and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.